Hello, I'm back with episode 12. I insist again, if you haven't watched the previous episodes, make sure that you go and start from episode 1 and come here. And I have to tell you, some really good stuff are coming up further in the book. So, a little review, episode 11. We talked about the difference between a topic sentence and titles, and we also said, and we also wrote some sentences that you could find in a paragraph, and we wrote a topic sentence and showed the difference between a topic sentence and a title. Today, we're going to go a little bit more into details and look at the sentence structure. So, go to page 55. If you remember, you should remember, that in chapter 1, we learned that a sentence must have a subject and a verb. That's a must. Now, let's look at a little bit closer. Let's look a little bit closer at the subject. 3 rules for the subject. A subject can be a noun or a subject pronoun. For example, Ryan likes sports. Ryan is my noun. And he watches sports on TV is my pronoun that refers to Ryan. Number 2, the subject comes before the verb. So, on weekends, he is my subject and plays is my verb. Then in number 3, we've got another rule, and the verb can have more than one subject. So you've got one sentence, you definitely need one verb, but you can have one or more than one subject. So for example, Ryan is my subject, and his friends, subject again, but you've only got one verb of play. Now, let's practice a little bit in identifying them. Where is the subject and where is the verb? Let's do some practice. Page 55, practice number 5. It says identifying subjects and verbs. We want to find them in the sentence. So what you should do is you should find the subject and the verb in each sentence. Circle the subject and put S above it, and underline the verb and put V above it. For example, sentence number 1, my friend Mark Khajavi is a talented photographer and a successful business person. So, my friend Mark Khajavi, all of it is my subject, and is my verb. Now, pause the video for as long as you need, and then come back and check with me. Pause. Ding. Ding, ding. We're back. So, number 2. His photos are beautiful. His subject are verb. He takes pictures of people, places, and products. He subject takes verb. People often ask him to take pictures at their weddings. People, subject, ask, verb. Companies hire him to take pictures of their products and advertisements. Companies, subject, hire, verb. Hotels and restaurants hire him to take pictures for their websites. Hotels and restaurants, subject, hire, verb. Most of the time he works in Chicago. He, subject, works, verb. Sometimes he travels to other parts of the country. He, subject, travels, verb. And you can see examples of Mark's work on his website. You, subject, and can see, verb. So let's take a look again. Sentence number 1, subject, my friend Mark, verb is. 2, his subject, verb are. 3, he, subject, takes verb. 4, people, subject, ask, verb. Companies, subject, hire, verb. Hotel and restaurants, subject, hire, verb. Most of the time he works in Chicago. He, subject, works, verb. Sometimes he travels to other parts of the country. He, subject, travels, verb. And number 9, you, subject, and can see is the verb. Now, let's go to page 56. Page 56. Writing complete sentences. The previous time we looked at sentences and we've identified different parts of them. Now we want to get more into writing. Take a look at these sentences. It says that these groups of words are not complete sentences. What's missing from each one? Remember, a sentence needs a subject and a verb. So, is friendly. Who is friendly? The subject is missing. Has 5 people in her family. Who has 5 people? The subject is missing. The subjects of all these, both sentences are missing. And you need a subject. So the correct form would be, for example, Bella is friendly. This is the noun and the subject. And she has 5 people in her family. Again, it's my subject pronoun and the subject. Take a look at the other sentences. These are not complete either. What is missing here? My brother in Los Angeles. What in Los Angeles? Works, lives, dies. What? You need a verb. And apples, bananas, and pears, good. Are good, are not good. Where is the verb? Super important. For example, my brother is in Los Angeles and apples, bananas, and pears taste good. Verb, verb, verb. Again, we've got another exercise, practice number 6. It says, look at each sentence. Check, tick, complete or incomplete. And of course, if they are incomplete, find the problem. Is the subject missing or is the verb missing? Take as much time you need. Ding, ding, ding. Let's see. The capital of China is Beijing. Fine. Beijing, a big city. The verb is missing. It's incomplete and it doesn't have a verb. The verb should be is. The city, 5,000 years old. The city is my subject. So the verb is missing. It's incorrect and no verb. The verb is the city is. Number 2, San Francisco has many attractions. Correct. Is cool in the summer. Where? San Francisco. So I need it in the other sentence. I can use it as my subject pronoun. So it's incomplete. No subject. And it has some interesting buildings. This is complete. Many tourists travel to Mexico. That's correct. Like Mexican food. There's no subject. Who likes Mexican food? We can add they. Visit the beaches there. Again, it's incomplete. No subject. And again, we need they. Number 4. The beaches of Thailand, nice too. It's incomplete, no verb. The verb, the beaches of Thailand are, because it's plural. Tourists like the beaches of Thailand, that's correct. Many tourists' photos, incomplete, no verb. What do they do with the photos? They take. Sydney, a city in Australia, incomplete, no verb. Sydney is a city in Australia. It has a famous opera house, that's complete, and many visitors to Sydney. It's incomplete, there is no verb. For example, many visitors go to Sydney. Done? Great. Exercise 7 or practice number 7. Again, editing for incomplete sentences. I want you to take a look at this paragraph and 6 more incomplete sentences and correct them. So, you're the teacher. This is my writing. Fix it, please. Thank you. Ding. And ding. Ding, ding. So, my friend Yasmin is an interesting person. She lives in Seattle, Washington. Correct. She is young and single. She was missing, we added it. She, 24 years old. What's missing? The verb. She is 24 years old. Works in a woman's clothing store. No subject. She, and then works, no capital. In a woman's clothing store. Is a nice place to buy clothes. Subject missing. It, small s. Yasmin likes her job. Correct. Clothes, very important to her. Clothes is my subject. I need a verb. Are, very important to her. Loves to shop. Love is a verb. I need a subject. She, small l. She spends her money on new clothes and shoes. Correct. She has a plan to open a clothing store. Correct. She is my subject. Has is my verb. She wants to have her own business. Correct. She is my subject. Wants is my verb. It, a good idea. It is my subject. I need a verb. It is a good idea. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We did it. See ya.